Imagine being as young as 13 years old and being rushed into a nearby hospital and later being diagnosed with anorexia nervosa. The young girl, Mary, explains that the dieting and excessive exercising became an obsession for her. She found herself in and out of treatment centers for months to follow her diagnosis. Not only did anorexia nervosa change Mary's entire life, but it affected her family as well. Anorexia nervosa affects all aspects of a person's life. This evening, we will learn what anorexia really is, find out the symptoms of anorexia, and finally see how the disorder is treated. So what is anorexia? Anorexia is an eating disorder that causes a person to starve themselves because they feel they are too fat, even if they are already skin and bones. According to the MedicineNet website, anorexia nervosa is more than just an eating disorder. It is a psychological disorder that begins with the dieting to lose weight. The desire to be thinner is actually secondary to all the fears a person may get along with loss of control. Along with losing self-control, a person may also abuse the rights of dieting pills to reduce their appetite. A person's desire and drive to be thinner is so intense that they have the mindset to do anything to be thinner. They start exercising to the point that it is unhealthy, no matter how much they diet or exercise. A person with anorexia will never truly be pleased with their body image. It is also noted that every 1 in 100 adolescent girls have anorexia, and that 95% of the people who have been diagnosed are females. There is no official cause of anorexia, but researchers have a few different suggestions. Some studies suggest that it is a genetic disorder, while some researchers believe it is a dysfunction in part of the brain. It is also believed that poor feeding problems as an infant can later lead to anorexia. And this is a picture of a female who has a severe case of anorexia, as you can see. Kind of gross. Having learned what anorexia nervosa is, let's look at how we can tell if someone suffers from it. The symptoms of anorexia are not always easy to spot because most people who have it try to hide it. According to the Mayo Clinic website, most people do not come forward and admit to having an eating disorder. It is up to the family and close-by people to notice the signs. People with anorexia are usually in denial and start to tell themselves negative thoughts. They are never satisfied with their body image, which starts to cause many problems in other aspects of their life. Their mood drops and many find themselves severely depressed. And there are many symptoms of anorexia, and some physical symptoms are extreme weight loss, thin appearance, fatigue, insomnia, or dry skin. And then some emotional and behavioral symptoms are refusal to eat, denial of hunger, and afraid of gaining weight. Okay, there are several symptoms of anorexia, just as there are several types of treatment. The treatments for anorexia vary depending on the individual situation. According to Don Nardo's book about eating disorders, there are different types of psychological therapy. The four main therapies are individual, cognitive, group, and family therapy. There has not yet been medication to completely eliminate the disorder, but there are some medications used as mood stabilizers. It is also noted that 6% of people with anorexia die from complications, many in which are suicidal from their strong mood change and depression. Studies have shown that younger people tend to recover from anorexia better than older people. There is an estimation that about 20% of all people who have been diagnosed with anorexia will remain chronically ill from the condition. Over the past few minutes, we've learned what anorexia nervosa is, examined some of the symptoms of the disorder, and found out how anorexia is treated. Anorexia nervosa is a serious eating disorder that affects all aspects of a person's life. Just like the case of Mary and her battle with anorexia, a person can get help and recover. After being in and out of different treatment centers and several types of therapy, Mary recovered from her battle of anorexia. Researchers are seeking to better understand how this terrible illness develops and how to effectively treat it. And then this is a picture of a girl with anorexia, and she's the skinniest girl on earth, I guess.